individuals. Tell us your name and what really inspired you to do this.
Yeah, I am Marcel Cisse, stage name Mass 187, Mass Murder. Yeah, I live with these people in Kololi, and I see them every day. Yeah, and I know it's none of them their wishes to be like this. Yeah, so it's the only thing I could do, you know what I mean, as a civilian and a good Samaritan and a philanthropist. Like, always starts from somewhere. It has to start from from where you are from your house. Yes, charity begins at home, and um, I just try. I'm not like filthy rich, you know. I just try. So if I see certain people need certain help, and I was once poor, I know how it feels to want it and not have it, and to need it and not have it. So I try to, if I see somebody in need, I try to help as much as I can, as long as it's not harming me. Yes.
That's quite inspiring. I mean, we understand that you are a musician. Music costs money, production and all those stuffs. You could have just said, look, I have to focus on my music and all those stuffs, and also having to help these people also it doesn't come easy. How were you able to balance your music career and of course your philanthropic work helping this individual that most people in society actually distance themselves from?
Yes, me being a musician, now I'm more than a musician now. Now I have my own music studio where I work my music, and I have my own video company, like a media company where I shoot music videos for other artists and myself. So I don't spend on music at this point. Music is spending on me now. Yeah, I have whole lot of fundings from and I have other side businesses I am doing as well. Yes, and it's not just the artists. I try help footballers as well. I get them football boots once every month for the footballers, upcoming footballers and stuff. Yes, yes, on Gumfoot. That's something I have in collaboration with Gumfoot. So yeah, those two, it doesn't hurt my pocket. You know what I mean? Yes, and it's just something I feel like doing for the society. Yes, yes, because the last time Gambia went to, is it AFCON? I saw the under 20, the goalkeeper, he didn't have proper gloves, and they wrote it on the page, and I saw it. So I decided to, like, I want to support my country, and that's how I feel like I can support my country and my people. Yeah, it's not much, but it starts from somewhere. Yeah, impact on someone's life. Yes, and it's the same with these people too. They are my brothers and my sisters. Most of them, I knew them before they became addicts. Yes, and I had conversations with them. They were my friends, some of them. Yeah, so seeing them like this, it's not their wish, it's not my wish. You cannot blame them saying, "Ñii lii lañ bëgg a mel, moo tax ñoom ñoo ko defa teg seen boppa," because people handle stress differently. We are all not the same. We all have different tolerance to pain and pressure. Yes, so you have to understand the human mind to know the human being. Yes.
Great. And we know mass murder cannot do it alone. You are just a fraction out of the rest. Imagine a population of over 2 million Gambians. You've seen Mass being the only guy championing this initiative. What would you implore on partners, non-profit agencies, and of course the government of the Gambia to make sure to collaborate and make sure and take this youth off the streets, and all that?
Yes, I would like us to start a foundation. Huh? And yeah, when we start that foundation, I don't want to be the I don't want to have anything to do with the money financial aspect of it, but I want to see where the money goes in and when it goes out, and what they are spending the money on, because a lot of people come here claiming to come in the name of the government. They will give them T-shirts and give them 300, 200, and you never see them again, and give them puzzles and go back. And I know they have fundings for it. Yes. So I will want a foundation to start, and I want to be part of the foundation, and I don't want to be I don't want to handle the finances, but I want to see where the money goes in and goes out, because I don't want them to have fundings and people help themselves with their fundings.
That's quite important because now when phones come in, your motive is to make sure that these people been taken care of, live here, and of course perhaps maybe in a rehabilitation center where some of them can be taught skills and all that. I mean, that's your interest passion.
Yes, the thing is, these people living here, like, I want them to live. I don't want them around here. It's not good for them. It's not good for our neighborhood. It's not good for our children. Because me per se, every time when I'm in my room, I hear them shouting, screaming. It's disturbing us. Know what I mean? Even my children tell me, Daddy, why is it like every time we cannot sleep, we have these people screaming, shouting, Yeah, yeah. Not their studies, but maybe their sleep. Well, now they are used to it, but it's not a good scene. It's Kotu, it's a posh neighborhood, but you know what I mean. Now it's like New Jersey in the 80s. You know what I mean? So it's like it's messed up. So I want them all off the streets, and I want them to live better. I want them to live like me, all of them, or even better than me. Yeah, I don't want to see them like this every day because a lot of them have children and they have families, and no mother wish to see their child like this end up like this because you pay school fees, you do naming ceremony, you do a lot for your child at a young age, and you see them grow up to turn up like this. It's very sad. Nobody wants that for themselves or for their brother or even their worst enemy. Yeah.
Great. And we understand that most of these smokers don't get it or then bring it in the country. They get it somewhere else from the dealers and all that. What do you think needs to be done to avert or reduce or eradicate crack or cocaine or drug, whatever drug type it is, to eradicate itself in the Gambia and all that? Because immediately we have it here, now it increases the tendency of almost everyone trying to test it and all that. What do you think needs to be done to reduce that or eradicate it totally?
Yes. That is up to the authorities to handle that part. Yes, that's up to them to handle that part. I cannot say much, but I just want rehabilitation centers for these people. Well, that's the most important part. The rehabilitation centers and a better life for them. Basically, that's what I want. The raiding and the other stuff, I leave that to the authorities to handle. Yes.
Yes. Are you willing to collaborate with? I know I've asked this earlier on, but having to reach out to them probably through official letters or door-to-door office and have these serious conversations with them because we understand there's a broken system and it needs to be fixed, and we need serious conversations around these things to be able to fix it.
Yes. I was reaching out. I spoke to Sunkari Kamara. She's an attorney. I told her if she could like help like speak to SOS for this is specifically for the addicts, the female addicts that get pregnant, because most of them to have their drugs they have to go out and sleep with men, and as I've saw it, witnessed it firsthand, to have money and go and help themselves. Yes, so most of them get pregnant during that time, and I spoke to Sunkari to help me with to speak to because she has access to SOS, and to help me like for them to come and fix no yeah injection, maybe family planning for them. Yes, so they can not get pregnant, so they can remove it when just unwanted, yes, crack babies they call them, but just to avoid, yes, those type of situations.
You are doing a very, very good cause, and we hope and pray that it gets even to the bigger stage. This is so important, and it's quite inspiring of you. Imagine at your age and what you can do. I mean, which not even the government is trying to do, or people we claim to be the biggest men in the country are not doing it. We are praying for you, and of course, that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala continue to bless you abundantly and guide you and give you the strength to keep doing what you do. What would be your final remark to everyone watching this?
Yeah, my final remark to everyone is like, let us please support each other as Africans, Gambians, as human beings in general, because money and these vanity, worldly things, they all end, and we all have a God to answer to when we all die. And what you do here is what you meet out there when you die. So everything worldly, let's leave it here and focus more on humanitarian stuff. Yes, that's the last thing I want to. My last remark.